Welcome back to today's video. In this episode, we'll follow the journey of building a large wooden house deep in the forest. Watch how they bring this incredible home to life and stay until the end to see the stunning final result into the framework of the house. After that, they link the large stones together using sturdy wooden beams, creating a solid connection between each piece. This combination of stone and wood forms a strong base that locks everything firmly in place. With the stones reinforced by the wooden supports, the foundation becomes stable and reliable, ready to carry the weight of the floor frame and the entire wooden house that will rise above it. They then carve precise joints into the beams of the floor. As the walls climb higher, the open framework of the foundation begins to transform into a recognizable home. The interior space, once empty and exposed, now starts to feel sheltered and defined. With every beam lifted and every joint carefully fitted, the house grows closer to becoming a warm and protective shelter, hidden deep within the forest. As the walls reach a greater height, they begin finishing this section with strong edge beams carefully placed along the top edges of the walls. These beams not only lock the structure together, but also prepare the frame for the next stages of construction. At both ends of the house, special wooden beams are extended outward, reaching beyond the main walls. These will serve as the foundation for the front porch roof. At this point, the work becomes much more challenging. The beams are massive and heavy, and the higher they must be lifted, the more effort and coordination it takes. Ropes, pulleys, and sheer human strength are combined with simple machinery to raise each timber into position. Every successful lift is a moment of teamwork, as the heavy logs are guided into place with care and precision. With each beam secured, the structure grows taller and stronger, giving the house a bold and impressive shape. The combination of human effort, skill, and determination turns raw timber into a lasting structure that stands firm against the wilderness. On one side of the house, they begin adding horizontal beams across the upper section of the walls. Each beam is positioned with precision, forming a strong framework that will support an additional loft space above. This elevated platform is carefully planned, not only to maximize the use of vertical space, but also to create a functional upper level that can serve as storage or even a sleeping area. Placing these beams high above the ground requires both careful coordination and strength, as each heavy piece must be lifted and set securely into the wall joints. Once aligned, the beams interlock tightly, creating a sturdy grid that spreads across one side of the house. At the heart of the house, they raise a tall vertical pillar, placing it firmly in the very center of the structure. This massive wooden post is carefully positioned so that it stands higher than the surrounding walls, becoming the main support column for the roof above. Above the rising walls, they begin shaping the framework for the triangular roof gables at both the front and back of the house. Large wooden beams are lifted and set into place, forming the sloping outlines of the roof that will soon shelter the entire structure. Each beam is measured and cut with care, then joined together to create strong triangular frames that lock firmly onto the top of the walls. These gable frames are essential. They not only define the classic shape of the pitched roof, but also provide the strength needed to hold the heavy roof beams that will span across the cabin. Installing them requires precision and teamwork, as the angles must align perfectly for the roof to rise evenly on both sides. With the triangular gables firmly in place at both the front and back, they now add a central ridge beam that connects the two peaks together. This long, sturdy timber stretches across the length of the house, locking the roof's highest points into a single line. Setting it in position requires precision, as the ridge beam must sit perfectly straight. Any imbalance would affect the entire roof structure. After placing the central ridge beam, they continue strengthening the roof by adding horizontal beams that connect the sides of the triangular gables together. These cross beams tie the two sloping edges firmly in place, creating a stable framework that prevents the roof from shifting or collapsing under weight. Each beam is carefully measured, lifted high into position, and locked securely into the joints of the gable. Bit by bit, as more beams are installed, the skeletal structure of the roof grows stronger and more defined. From the central ridge beam, they begin adding diagonal rafters that slope down toward the top edges of the side walls. Each rafter is carefully lifted and set into position, stretching from the peak of the roof down to the strong wooden beams below. This step is crucial, as the rafters create the skeleton of the pitched roof, shaping its steep angles and giving it the strength to carry the weight of shingles or wooden planks later on. The placement of these rafters requires both balance and accuracy. They must be evenly spaced and firmly locked into both the ridge and the wall beams so that the load is distributed equally across the entire frame. From a distance, the cabin now has a striking silhouette, its triangular roof rising proudly above the forest. Aligned to leave no gaps, ensuring that the roof will be both strong and well sealed against the elements. This step is not only about coverage, but also about adding rigidity to the entire structure. As the planks are nailed or locked into place, they tie the rafters together, preventing them from shifting and reinforcing the strength of the pitched frame. At the midpoint of the roof, where the two sloping sides meet beneath the ridge beam, they begin crafting special extensions that project outward from both sides. These small frame structures are carefully measured and built so that they push beyond the main roof line, creating unique highlights that break the flat slope of the roof. Each frame is constructed with strong beams joined together, then securely attached to the existing roof structure. As they extend outward, these projections add depth and dimension, giving the house a more striking silhouette. From a distance, the roof no longer appears as a simple pitched surface. It now carries distinctive accents that make it stand out against the forest backdrop. Once the wooden planks are in place, they move on to the crucial step of adding a waterproof layer to the roof. Large sheets of protective material are carefully rolled out and spread across the wooden surface, covering it from the ridge beam at the top all the way down to the lower edges. Each sheet is overlapped with the next, ensuring there are no gaps where water could seep through during heavy rains. After securing the waterproof layer, they continue by adding insulation panels to the roof. Large sheets of foam are carefully placed across the surface, covering it evenly from end to end. Each panel is laid tightly against the next, leaving no gaps, so that the entire roof is wrapped in a protective layer that will help regulate the temperature inside the house. This step is especially important for comfort. The foam insulation acts as a barrier, preventing the heat of the sun from penetrating too strongly during the day and keeping warmth from escaping during cold nights. It also helps reduce moisture buildup, protecting the wooden structure from long-term damage. Finally, they complete the roof by laying down strong metal sheets as the outermost layer. Each sheet is carefully lifted into position and aligned with precision before being firmly secured to the underlying beams. One by one, the panels are fastened tightly, their edges overlapping to prevent even the smallest drop of rain from finding its way inside. The shiny surface of the metal roof glints under the sunlight, giving the cabin a bold and finished appearance. Beyond its striking look, this layer provides durable protection against heavy rains, strong winds, and the changing seasons. The metal sheets lock everything beneath them: wood, waterproofing, and insulation into a single unified shield. With the last sheet secured, the roof is complete. The house now stands strong and weatherproof, crowned with a roof that ensures safety, comfort, and durability for many years to come. From the ground, the sight of the finished roof marks the transformation of raw timber and effort into a true home deep within the forest. With the main roof securely in place, they turn their attention to the front and back triangular gables. To close these sections, wooden planks are carefully cut and nailed horizontally across the frame. One by one, the planks are fitted snugly side by side, gradually sealing off the open spaces beneath the roof's peak. With the walls and roof complete, they move on to installing the glass doors. Strong wooden frames, already prepared earlier, are fitted with large glass panels that allow light to pour into the home while keeping it securely enclosed. With the structure complete, they begin refining the wooden walls by sanding the entire surface until it becomes smooth and even. Each log and beam is carefully worked over, removing the rough outer layers and any sharp edges left from construction. Inside the cabin, they prepare a special base for the fireplace and cooking stove. A sturdy platform is built at the chosen spot, designed to withstand both the weight of the structure and the heat it will generate. Once the base is ready, they bring in the fireplace stove and set it securely into position. The stove is both practical and essential, serving as a place for daily cooking, while also providing warmth during cold nights in the forest. Its solid form becomes a central feature of the home, turning the cabin from a simple shelter into a livable space filled with comfort. Next, they begin working on the floor by laying down insulation panels made of thick foam. Each panel is carefully cut to size and fitted tightly into place, covering the entire base of the cabin. The foam forms a continuous layer beneath the flooring, acting as a barrier against cold air and dampness rising from the ground. After the insulation panels are in place, they move on to finishing the floor by laying down wooden planks across the entire surface. Each plank is carefully measured and fitted, then placed tightly side by side so that no gaps remain between them. The rich tones of the wood begin to spread across the cabin, turning the bare frame into a warm and welcoming living space. As the planks are secured, the floor becomes not only smooth and level, but also strong enough to support the weight of furniture and daily activities. Every step taken on the new floor feels solid, reflecting the craftsmanship and care put into the work. With the wooden floor fully installed, they move on to the finishing touch, coating the entire surface with a glossy finish. As the finish dries, the floor takes on a smooth, polished sheen that reflects the light softly throughout the room. Outside the cabin, they place two massive stones at the front porch, carefully positioning them to serve as the foundation for a small stairway. The stones are chosen not only for their strength, but also for their natural beauty, blending seamlessly with the forest surroundings. Once secured in place, the stones are sawed and shaped into steps, each cut bringing out a flat surface that makes climbing easy and safe. Slowly, the rough boulders are transformed into functional stone stairs, providing a sturdy and elegant path to the entrance. After shaping the large stones into steps, they continue by laying sturdy wooden beams across the surface to create a smooth and comfortable stairway. Each piece of wood is carefully cut to size, then positioned firmly on top of the stone base, blending the natural strength of rock with the warmth of timber. This combination of stone and wood adds both durability and beauty, creating a staircase that feels strong yet welcoming. To complete the exterior, they build a wooden railing that surrounds the entire front porch. Strong vertical posts are first set firmly into place, forming the supports for the structure. Then, horizontal beams and evenly spaced balusters are added, creating a solid yet elegant frame that encloses the porch. This railing not only provides safety, but also adds beauty, giving the entrance a finished and welcoming look. From the outside, the wooden handrails highlight the craftsmanship of the cabin, while from the inside, they offer a sense of comfort and security when stepping out to enjoy the view. The final touch completes the house, turning it from a simple structure into a true home, ready for life and memories to unfold. Thank you for joining us on this journey. If you enjoyed the video, don't forget to leave a like and subscribe so you won't miss the next ones. Goodbye and see you again soon.